Akhyat, sorry, not Akhyat, Samas prakaranam. And so we completed Shamram Samas, Trirami Samas. Now moving on, Sutra 937. Nine. Nine is compounded with the word ending in a swadi, and the compound so formed is called Krishna Purush Samas. The word Samasyate is understood in this sutra. The Nay Ram is an indicatory letter. Thus, when we have the Vigraha Na Vaishnavaha, so Nayo Arama Sheshaha is applied. So in this Nay, only Arama remains. The Nya is an indicatory, so it goes. Eti. So Nayo Arama Sheshaha. And we get a Vaishnava, a known Vaishnava. Similarly, when we have the Vigraha Na Avaishnava, um, Sarveshware to Nutcha Samase is applied and we get Anavaishnava. Okay, so hmm. So basically, when when we have any word beginning with the Vishnu Jana, then the Na turns into A. And when we have a word beginning with the Sarveshwara, then in simple words we can say Na turns into An. For example, let's say Chala, and if I want to say the opposite of it, so that is so Chala and Achala. So Achala can be glossed as Na Chala. This Na is Samas. And if I have a word beginning with a Sarveshwara, let's say, um, what word could be there? Um, Anta, right? And if I want to say Na Anta, then it will be An. Will have An. So An and Anta, so Ananta. So like this, Ananta. Hmm. In Avaishnavaha, Na has the sense of Tad Anyatvam, being different than that. Tad Anyatvam. Or Virodha, oppositeness. Thus, a Vaishnava means Vaishnavetara, Smartadi. Okay, Vaishnavetara, Smartadi. Or Vaishnava Virodhi, the opposite of a Vaishnava. As it is stated, Tad Sadrishyam, Abhavascha, Tadanyatvam, Tadalpata, Aprashastyam Virodhascha, Nayartha, Shat Prakirtita. The meaning of Nay are said to be six. There are six meanings. Tat Sadrishya, similarity to that. Abhav, absence. Tad Anyatva, being different from that. Tad Alpata, smallness of that. Aprashastya, inferiority, and Virodha, oppositeness. So examples are given for each.
This first one is very strange. It's almost
Yeah,
like all of the other ones, it's kind of negating it, but the first one is not negating it. Then, anyway, that's confusing.
right. So Abrahmanaha means Brahmana Sadrisha. This is very rare usage, but it is a possible usage. Abrahmana, so that's Brahmana Sadrisha. Um, in Apapaha, Ashantaha, ityadi. The meaning is Papadi Abhavavan, one who is without sin or so and so on, sinless. So this is the second abhav. So this is common. This we see apap and so on. Ashant. So papadi abhavavan. Then in adhatu Vishnu bhaktikam and so on, the meaning is dhatu Vishnu bhaktikam, dhatu Vishnu bhakti bhinnam. So this is the third one, tad anyatva, other than a dhatu or Vishnu bhakti. Then the fourth one is anaishtiko bhaktaha. So that's tad alpata. Anaishtiko bhaktaha, anudara, kanya, and so on. The meaning is alpanishthavan, a devotee who has little nishtha. So anaishtiko, naishtiko and anaishtiko. So, tadalpata. Then alpodaravati. So that's aprashastya, inferiority. So a girl who has a small belly, a thin girl. Um, One second. This alpodaravati is also the fourth kind actually. Smallness, alpata. Alpa. Okay, actually, alpodaravati is just gloss for this. Uh, Anudara Kanya, which means alpa udaravati, a girl who has a small belly. Then in adhanam charma dhanam, the meaning is a prashast dhanam. Leatherware is a lesser wealth. So charma dhanam, so charma is leather, so it's adhanam. So the meaning is aprashast dhanam, inferior, aprashast. And then in asuraha, akathyam, and so on, the meaning is sura virodhi, the opposite of a demigod. We can actually make note of this. Can you kindly mention this in the group? So
Which exactly?
yeah, just these six kinds of the six meanings of nay, and then mentioning the name of each, like, and an example for each. So that's yeah, and then I think you can just copy paste the paragraph which gives examples.
I'm not copy pasting, I'm typing, so it takes some
Okay,
time.
okay, that will be good actually. Very nice detail. One sec. Yeah. Okay, so these were uh, 6 meanings of Nai. So generally, like mostly, we see the usage like abhav we see and tadanyatva we see, virodha we see. Mm, yeah, these three are mostly used. Abhav, tadanyatva, and virodha. Hmm. Okay.
Is this none or noi, however you say it, is it already in these words, abhava, aprashasta? Is it already in those words also?
I mean, yeah, we can say abhav is there, prashastya is there. So in these two, it is there. This nine.
Okay.
Then, furthermore, nine is of two kinds: paryudas and prasajya pratishedha. In that regard, only when nine is paryudas does it have the 6 meanings beginning with sadrishya, and only then is there samasa. For instance, it is said, pradhanatvam vidher yatra pratishedhe pradhanata paryudasah savignayo yatrottara padena nay. Apradhanyam vidher yatra pratishedhe pradhanata prasajya pratishedhosau kriyaya sah yatra nay. So nay is called paryudas when it is used in a sentence when where the vidhi injunction is the main thing. Vidher yatra pradhanata. The pratisheda is secondary. Okay, where the vidhi is the main thing and pratisheda is secondary, and nine is connected with an uttarapada. Uttarapada, right? But nine is called prasajya pratishedha when it is used in a sentence where the vidhi is secondary, the pratisheda is the main thing, and nine is connected with the verb. This is very important actually. So, so when we have the element nine, so when actually it will be explained below, but still, when nai is used in a sentence where vidhi is main uh, and pratishedha is secondary. Vidhi is main and prohibition is secondary. There, we actually compound this nai with an uttarapada, like the 6 examples which we saw uh, prior to this, the 6 usages. So, beginning with tat sadrishya. And when we have nai in a sentence where pratishedha, prohibition is main, and vidhi is secondary, then with there pratishedha is the main thing, and there this na is connected with the verb. For example, Krishna, like Krishna mandiram na gachati. That Krishna doesn't go to the temple. So here pratishedha is the main thing, which is on focus. So let's read ahead. Again, the translation of these verses. Na is called paryudas when it is used in a sentence where the vidhi injunction is the main thing. The pratishedha is secondary and na is connected with an uttarapada. But na is called prasajya pratishedha when it is used in a sentence where the vidhi is secondary, the pratishedha is main thing and na is connected with the verb. For example, in Vaishnavo na bhavati, na is prasajya pratishedha because it is connected with the verb bhavati. An example of the footnote says paryudas Nine is Amalam Jalam Pibatu. Drink uncontaminated water. So here we have compounded the nine with the Uttar Pada Malam. So here in this sentence, here an order injunction is the main thing, like Pibatu, and nine is connected with the Uttar Pada Malam. An example of Prasajya Pratishedh nine is so Sadosh Jalam Na Pibatu. The same sentence said in another way, do not drink bad water. Here the prohibition is the main thing, and nine is connected with the verb. Yeah, just mention this whole footnote in the group. So, or maybe just give a heading first. Two types of nai and Paryudas and Prasajya Pratisheth, and then that paragraph. You're mentioning Mataji?
Yeah, I'm typing.
Okay. Hmm. Just a small element nai, and then such an elaborate discussion. Okay, then moving ahead. In this regard, predominance and non-predominance are discerned by the vidya and the dish, uddeshya. Basically, it's the intent of the speaker, how he wanted to say the thing. Um, in a sentence, the vidya predicate is the main thing, whereas the uddeshya subject is secondary. Therefore, the meaning of the first verse is Nang is called paryudas when it is used in a sentence where the vidhi prescription is the main thing on account of being the vidheya, and the pratisheda, or in other words, the meaning of nai is secondary on account of modifying the uddeshya. The nai is connected with an uttarapada. For example, dvadashyam tulasim na chinuyat. Dvadashyam tulasim na chinuyat. The word dvadashyam is fit for becoming an uttarapada because the picking of tulsi is prescribed on a tithi other than dwadashi. Na dwadasham here means dwadashi bhinna tithau. Therefore, since Nai is paryudas here, samasa must be done, and we get advadashyam tulasim chinuyat. See, this can also be referred. Uh, so these two sentences could also be noted. So this is an example of prasajya pratishedh, where we have na separately connected with verb, and it's a vidhi also, dvadashyam tulasim na chinuyat, and the same sentence rendered in like paryudas form. So advadashyam tulasim chinuyat. So these two sentences could also be referred to.
I'm actually a little confused. So
Mhm.
so this sentence, the dvadashyang tulasing na chinuyat, then it says the word dvadashyang is fit for becoming an uttarapada, but it's not an uttarapada in this sentence, right?
Right. So the point is, see, it's the way how a speaker wants to convey the sentence. He can say the same sentence either in Paryudas, or in Prasajya Pratished. So one of the six usages of Nai is Tad Anyatva, right? The third one, if you see,
Mm-hmm.
Tad Anyatva. So that means being different than that. Now Dwadashi, so Tulsi should be um, plugged other than on the tithis other than Dwadashi. So that refers to the third one, Tad Anyatva. So that's why it fits into that category of becoming an Uttarapada. So now na Dwadashi iti adwadashi. You see. So the dates other than the tithis other than Dwadashi. So that's why it's fit for being an Uttarapada, and that's why the second example is given to show.
Oh, I see. I hadn't
Yeah,
turned the page for the second example.
yeah, to show.
Okay.
Yeah. So tadanyatva. Just mention these two sentences, please.
Yeah, I'm typing.
Okay. If you have the PDF, you can copy paste also.
Yeah, then I have to open the PDF. I'm typing from the book. Um,
Okay.
and also what I type is a little bit shorter.
Hmm. Okay. Then the meaning of the second verse is Nay is called prasajya pratishedh when it is used in a sentence where the vidhi is secondary or on account of being the uddeshya, and the pratishedh is the main thing on account of being the vidheya, and Nay is connected with the kriya. For example, in Radhe Nayam Nava Jaladharaha Kintu Shyama Sundara Eshaha. Radhe na ayam Nava Jaladharaha. Ayam Nava Jaladharaha na Kintu Eshaha Shyama Sundaraha. Oh Radha, this is not a new cloud, it's Shyam Sundara. Nayam Navajaladharaha means Navajaladharatva Abhavavan Ayam. This is something in which there is an absence of the quality of being a new cloud. Here, the object referred to by the word idam is the udesha, and the abhava, which is a meaning of nine, is vidya. Uh, Here, nine is connected with the implied kriya asti or bhavati. So, therefore, since the meaning of nine is the main thing here, um, nine is prasajya pratishedh, and thus there is no scope for samasa. Since the meaning of nai would then become secondary, since in a Krishna Purusha the last word is the main thing, and that would be contradictory. This is also important. In a Krishna Purusha Samasa, so Krishna Purusha Samasa is Uttarapada Pradhan. The second word is predominant in Krishna Purusha. So if Pratisheda is prominent in a sentence, so there is no point doing compound there of Naya with an Uttarapada, because in anyhow Krishna Purusha, um, Uttarapada is Pradhan, predominant, and not the Purvapada. So that's why it's kept separate and is connected to the Kriya directly. So that was Naya Krishna Purushoyam. This Samasa is called Naya Krishna Purusha Samasa. Or in general, it is also referred to as like Naya Samas. Naya Samas. Yeah. Prapta Panne Dvitiyaya. Okay, let's do some Anvaya. This was interesting. Nice. So which verse we were on? I think.
Oh, it's been a while. I think you wrote in the chat the
26.
last time.
Hmm.
Why is it not going there?
So Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 11, Text 26 onwards. Shriyo Nivaso Yasyorah Panapatram Mukham Drisham Bahavo Lokpalanam Saranganam Padambujam. Yasya Achyutasya iti Purvena Anvayah Urah Vakshah Shriyah Lakshmyah Nivasah Yasya Mukham Drisham Sarva Praninam Chakshusham. What is Pan? I think it should be Panapatram. Panapatram.
Oh, what happened? Oh, did I like miss it totally? Oh,
Just
okay.
a typo.
Let me just.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
Okay.
सर्व प्राणिनां चक्षुषां पानपात्रं सौन्दर्यामृतपानाय पात्रं बाहवः यस्य भुजाः लोकपालानां निवासः इति शेषः पदाम्बुजं यस्य पादपद्मं सारंगानां सारं गायन्ति ये तेषां भक्तानां निवासः. Okay, so so Lord Achyuta's, Lord Krishna's chest, Uru, Vaksha, is the residing place for Lakshmi Devi, Shri. His face, Mukham, is the vessel, is the utensil, the patra for the eyes of the living entities, of all the living entities rather, Sarva Praninam Chakshusham. So it's a vessel, utensil for all the living entities' eyes to drink the nectar like beauty of the Lord. So Lord's face is compared with a patra from which the eyes get satiated by drinking the beauty, the saundarya amrita, the nectar of the beauty of the Lord's face. Then Bahavaha, Lord's arms, Bhuja, they are the residing place for all the Lokpalas. Then
So does that mean there's four arms here? Because is it it's in, plural number.
right. Yeah, Bahavaha, can say that. Bahavaha. Then Padambujam, Yasya Pada Padmam, the lotus feet of the Lord. Saranganam, Sarang Gayanti Ye Desham Bhaktanam Nivasaha. So the lotus feet of the Lord, they are the residence for the devotees who sing the Sara. The Sara could refer to the crux of the Vedas, the glories of the Lord, the holy name of the Lord. So Sarang could refer to a lot of things actually. So basically, the residence of the devotees, the lotus feet of the Lord, they are.
Sarang is its essence, or that
And
doesn't
Sarang
apply?
could also mean essence of the scriptures, the Vedas. So yeah, we can. The commentaries must be explaining Sarang indeed. Sita, सितात सितातपत्रव्यजनैरुपस्कृतः प्रसूनवर्षैरभिवर्षितः पथि पिशङ्गवासा वनमालया बभौ घनो यथार्को दुपचापवैद्युतैः. So पथि सितात पत्र व्यजनैः शुभ्र छत्र चामरैः उपस्कृतः मंडितः. So उपस्कृतः मंडितः प्रसूनवर्षैः पुष्पवृष्टिभिः अभिवर्षितः पिशङ्गवासः पीतवासः श्रीकृष्णः वनमालया शोभितः सन् अर्कोडुपचापवैद्युतैः. अर्कः सूर्यः च उडुपः नक्षत्रसहितः चन्द्रमाश्च चापम् इन्द्रधनुषश्च धनुश्च वैद्युतं विद्युत् तेजः च तैः शोभितः घनः मेघः यथा इव बभौ शुशुभे. I think there is no need for visarga here. Shushubhe. So it's mentioning about Lord's beauty, and so when the Lord in Dwarka he was moving on the street, Pathi, on the road on the street, so he was accompanied Manditaha by white umbrella, chhatra, Shubhra chhatra. Now Shubhra could mean white, it could mean pure. Um, yeah, so such umbrella, chhatra, and chamara, um, for fanning. Then he was being rained, or flowers were being rained upon him. Pushpa vrishtibihi abhivarshitah. Then he, Shri Krishna, who was wearing yellow garments, Pishangavasa, Pitavasa, he was decorated with Vanamala, Vanamalaya Shobhitah San. So being decorated with the garland made of the flowers from the forest and all. So the Vanamala. He was now decorated or beautified, Shobhitaha. Um, hmm. So Arka means sun, Udupa means the stars, the constellations, Chandrama, the moon, Indradhanu refers to actually the rainbow, the rainbow, Indradhanu, and Vidyut, the lightning, the light. So so he was beautified, yeah, by that, just like the clouds, they look beautiful. It looks like this Surya and all analogies, they are done with the Megha. As the Lord passed along the public road of Dwaraka, Pathi, his head was protected from the sunshine by a white umbrella, Shubra Chhatra. White feathered fans moved in semicircles. So this is Bhavarth. Uh, yeah. And showers of flowers fell upon the road. His yellow garments and garlands of flowers made it appear as if a dark cloud were surrounded. Yeah, so I was right. Simultaneously by sun, moon, lightning, and rainbows. So this example here of you know this Surya, Arka Surya, this all. So just like a cloud is you know accompanied by or and thus beautified by sun, the constellations, and everything, the rainbow, the lightning. So similarly, the Lord was looking beautiful uh, by, you know, he wa- as he was wearing the garlands, uh, and he was in his yellow attire, the Pitambara, and all the other descriptions given him.
So Chandrama is the Tritiya of Chandra, or how is Chandrama
Okay, so the word is Chandramas.
Chandramas?
Yeah, the
Okay.
Pratipadik is Chandramas, and one would be Chandrama.
Oh, I see. It's 1-1. Okay,
You
Chandrama,
see?
Chandramas.
Yeah, even
So it's moonlight,
Chandrama just refers to moon.
just the moon itself. Okay,
The moon. So the table is also here for Chandramas. So it's 1-1.
I see Chandrama. And Babho,
Yeah,
so
Bhabhu
it's
is the dhatu bha. So and it's
oh,
adhokshaja form 1-1. Like from da dhatu becomes dadau, gave, he gave. So from
uh-huh.
bha bhati. So bha, which means so bha means this one. You see, from bha we get Babhu here.
I
To
see.
shine,
Okay.
be bright, luminous. So these are the meanings. So this is bha dhatu. So adhokshaja, litlakar.
Like Bhaskara is the
Yeah,
sun. Okay.
bhaskara is one form. Bhati. Um, so many forms from this bha.
Okay. I didn't remember
Yeah, so
that.
this is bha dhatu. Hmm. Okay. Uh, so we'll stop here and we'll resume the next class. We are about to touch 1,000 sutras.
I'm sorry?
We are about to touch 1,000 sutra. No, number 1,000. So it's 938.
Well,
Yeah, it will take some time. But
it'll take a little while. Yeah, maybe next month.
But it is interesting, Samasa. This Nai, I was actually thinking of this Nai, and I was like, where it is. I was about to trace it, but I got it.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll resume the next week. We can. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you. Dandavat Pranam.